Hello and welcome to the Prisma ORM Query Fundamentals course. My name is Xander. This tutorial is part of a whole course playlist, which you can access for free on YouTube. For deeper learning, the extended course is available for purchase at Udemy. You'll find all the resources and links in the video description. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly promotions, discounts, and Udemy course giveaways. Now that we have completed our Prisma schema, we can now automate the process of creating our database tables from our Prisma schema whenever we start our Docker containers. Okay, so our initial setup here in Docker, if we look at the commands, we check to see if a package.json file exists. If it does, then we skip and just go ahead and start our application, our Express app. Now, if it doesn't exist, of course, what we're doing here is we are creating a new project, initializing Prisma, and creating a new file, which represents an endpoint which we can use to test to see if the system is working correctly. Right, so what we want to do is just after that, regardless whether the project exists or not, what we're going to need to do when we create the container is to actually migrate over to the database so that we can actually create our database tables from our Prisma schema or our Prisma models. So, right, so after the if here, let's go ahead and now check to see if a migration folder exists. I think that's the first step, right? So inside of Prisma, whenever we create a migration, there is a folder. So first thing we want to do is make sure if that does exist, we want to delete it. Because what we're trying to do here is start a new container, start a new database. If something already exists, then that might conflict with the process of actually initially creating the tables. So what we're going to do here is just double check to make sure that doesn't exist. And if it does exist, then what we want to do is delete it. So here we have if, and then Prisma/migrations. So that's where the migration folder will be found here in our project. So if that does exist, then we need to delete it. So then echo delete existing migration folder is outputted, and then we go ahead and use RM to remove, and we force that so to make sure that the folder does get deleted. So if this directory does exist, then we're going to echo this out. And then we use RM. So this removes, this is the remove command in Linux. And then the R stands for recursive, meaning it will delete the folder and any of its contents. And the F here, that means it stands for force, meaning it will delete everything without asking for confirmation. And then this is the folder we want to delete. Okay, so remove, and then R, recursive, F, force, done. Okay, so that is now deleted. So we can now go ahead and run our migrations. And of course, for that, we just need to run the same command that we've been using previously. So this is now, let's go ahead and run Prisma migrate command. So we can echo out running Prisma migration. And then let's go ahead and run the npx command. So npx Prisma migrate dev name init. And of course, you can change this name if you want. This stands for initial migration, but you can go ahead and change that. And there we go. So that should migrate to the database. And now what we have is a set of containers. The database has now been prepared with or from the Prisma schemas that we have created previously. And we should now have our database ready to start. Okay, so let's give this a go. Okay, so I have turned off or removed, all the containers. So let's give this a go. We have Docker Compose up. I use build still. I keep reminding you that you don't need to use that if you already have the images. So that's built. Excellent. So what we can now do is just double check to make sure that the tables were created correctly. Okay, so it looks like we've got some sort of fatal error here. So this looks a bit ominous. Okay. Actually, it might be okay. We might be okay. Okay, checkpoints. Okay, so let's try this. Let's go into the terminal. And so to enter the terminal, we need PSQL. I always forget the name. It's in Docker here, isn't it? So go up to the Postgres and my user, my database. So that's what we're looking for. So the user is my user, and then the database is my database. So we're logged in. It looks like we've got some fatal issue because I have typed that in incorrectly. Apologies. So let's try that again. PSQL, my user. There we go. My database. Okay, so we're logged in. Let's use \DT to view all of the tables. And there we go. So it looks like we now have all the tables automated, or should I say automatically created when we start our containers. Right, so now we have everything set up, we can now move across to the next module, data operations, where we will learn how to actually create some data and manage our data in our database.